Okay, we're going to, in this video, we're going to decide whether the following types of data are ordinal, categorical, numerical, categorical, if they're discrete, numerical, like we count them, or if they're continuous, numerical, like we would measure them. And the first one's been done for you, the age of a person when we measure it. And so that is actually continuous, numerical. Number two, the area of a piece of land. So do you measure this or do you count it? Do we measure area? Yes, we do. And so that is continuous, numerical. Okay. Blood pressure. And so blood pressure, do we actually count it? Do we measure it? Okay. Is it numerical or categorical? Okay, we measure blood pressure, and so this is continuous numerical. Okay. And moving on to 4, the blood type of a person could be A, B, AB, or O. So this is, we've got different categories, and are they ordinal or nominal? Is there an order to them? Of course, there's an alphabetical order, but is there an order to them? There's no order, so we've got nominal and it's categorical. Okay, nominal categorical data. The city of residence where a person lives, from New York, London, Tokyo, Sydney. And so here we have categories, and there's no ranking, and so here we have nominal categorical data. All right. Number 5, the class grade. Okay, and so the class grade, of course, we've got categories. Okay. There's percentages behind those, but because it's a class grade, we've got categories. And yes, we can order them. An A is a higher grade than a B, for example, or a C. And so it's ordinal. Okay, so we've got ordinal categorical data for our class grade. Moving on to question 7, with our customer satisfaction ratings, people can order how satisfied they are, and so it's ordinal, and we have categories, and so it's ordinal categorical. In a company, we've got different departments, from the human resource department to the finance, marketing and IT. There's no particular order about these, so it is nominal and it is categorical. Okay, nominal categorical for department in a company. Distance travelled, so this is numerical data, but what we need to determine, is it discrete? Is it in whole numbers, or are we counting this for discrete, or do we actually measure distance? Of course, with measurement, we might have the number of kilometres or number of metres or centimetres, but it's limited by our measuring devices. And so we actually measure this, even though we might just have little gaps in our measurements, but it's actually continuous. Okay, so we've actually got numerical data, and it is continuous numerical data. Okay. Education level. So again, we've got categories, and some are higher than the other, and so we've got categorical data, and so it's actually ordinal categorical data for that one. Fruit, a favourite fruit, and so yes, categories, but no order. So we've got nominal categorical data. Okay, and catch. Hair colour, again, nominal categorical data. Okay. The height that a person is. Okay, so we measure the height, and so yes, it is numerical. And because we measure it, it's actually continuous, numerical. The hotel star rating, it's categorical. Okay, we've got different categories from 1 star through to a very good rating of a 5 star, and so this is ordinal categorical data. Okay. Language spoken, we've got English, Spanish, Mandarin, and Arabic. And we've got categories, and there's no order to them, so it's not ordinal, it's nominal categorical data. Okay, MCAT. The Likert scale responses. So these are things that, like, you might really disagree with something, or you might agree with it, It's your ranking based upon how you feel, how strongly you agree or feel about something. And so it's categories, and we actually, there's a ranking to them, so there's an order to them, and so it is nominal, no, it's ordinal. It's ordinal categorical data, okay, NCAT. Number 17, the genre of the music, the different kind of music like rock, jazz, classical, hip-hop, other kinds of music. They're categories, and we don't put them in an order, and so they are nominal, okay, NCAT. Nominal categorical data. Moving on to a person's nationality, it's nominal categorical data, NCAT. Okay. When we look at the number of attendees at a conference, we're dealing with numerical data, and we've got whole numbers, we're counting, and so really just a good way to remember, if we've got discrete numerical data, okay, it's numerical data that we're counting, okay, and so the number of attendees at a conference, it's discrete numerical data. So we've got, we're looking at dnum there, discrete numerical, dnum. Okay, discrete numerical. The number of books on a shelf. Look, when we've got number of, that's a pretty good indication that we're dealing with discrete data. And so it's discrete numerical data. Okay. The number of cars in a parking lot. Again, it's discrete numerical data. Okay, we're counting them. We're counting the number of computers in a lab. Discrete numerical data. Okay. And the number of floors on a building, 1, 2, 3, and so on. We've got discrete numerical data. The number of goals scored in a soccer match, we count them. So it's discrete numerical data. The number of pages in a book, here we go, discrete numerical data. And the number of rooms in a house, yeah, we've got the same again for discrete numerical data. Students in a class, discrete numerical data. And the number of tickets sold for an event, again, we've got discrete numerical data. I'll put all of these in alphabetical order, and so that's why we've got a whole cluster of them so far. That is the number of. Okay, so that's why we've got a lot of clumps there. Pain level, and so pain level is really about categories, and we can order pain level from its quite minor or no pain right through to very, very severe pain. And so, of course, it's categorical data that's ordinal, so NCAT there. Ordinal categorical data. The rank in a competition, again, we've got categories. We can rank them, and so there's an order to them, and so it's ordinal categorical data. The severity of a health condition, again, like with pain level or severity of a health condition, it's categories, and because we can order them, it is ordinal categorical data, NCAT, OCAT, ordinal categorical. A socio-economic status, this relates really to which, I guess, socio-economic class a person's in, if they're upper class or middle class, perhaps working class. And so which class are they in, okay? Sometimes related to their lifestyle or how much money they have or earn. And so this is ordinal and ordinal categorical data. This is probably something governments would look at about how are different parts of the population, the different demographics, how are those people travelling in society, and is there something that they could do more or less of to help them? So that data would be quite valuable for governments. The speed of a vehicle is, here's the clue, we measure it. We measure the speed of the vehicle. So it's actually, going back to our 4 choices here, if we measure something, it's continuous numerical data. And so here we have C, numerical, continuous numerical data. The stage of a disease, and so from stage 1 through to stage 2 would be about something about the severity of the disease. through to stage 3 or 4. Maybe there's other stages as well. And this is categorical data because we've got different categories, and it's ordinal. And so we've got ordinal categorical data on that. Question 35 is the temperature. We do measure the temperature, even though we normally measure in 35 degrees, 36 degrees Celsius or centigrade, or 33.5 degrees. Normally, we don't say like 35.3821 degrees. So our tools that we use to measure, of course, are limited, but temperature is continuous. So we've got continuous numerical data. C-num there, okay? The time taken to complete a task. Again, we measure this. We don't count it. We don't count time, even though we count the number of minutes. We measure time, and so we've got continuous numerical data, okay? The type of phone that a person has, okay, perhaps a smartphone, a Samsung, an iPhone, a Google Pixel, a OnePlus, okay, or others. So we've got categories. Of course, some people will argue that, their phone is better than another brand of phone, but it's not ordinal, okay? We've got nominal data there, okay? Nominal categorical data, okay? Hopefully you're really getting a good idea about nominal and categorical data, and if data is nominal, if it's numerical, you can count or measure, and if it's categorical data, either you will have an order or no order. Okay. The type of vehicle. So again, with the phone one, we've got a type of phone or a type of vehicle, and so it's nominal categorical data. Okay. The volume of a liquid, we measure that. So it is numerical data, but because we measure it, what kind is it? Discrete or continuous? It's continuous. Continuous numerical data. The weight of an object, of course, weight, it rises and falls. It becomes heavier and lighter, the weight, and so it is continuous numerical data. And so here we've been able to go through and we've been able to look at the different types of data, from our 2 types of categorical data to our 2 types of numerical data. I really hope this short video has been useful for you in looking at the different types of data, categorical and numerical. And just remember, with numerical data, when we measure something, it is continuous numerical data. However, if we count it, okay, we count the number of things, it's going to be discrete, all right, through to our categorical data. If we've got an order or a ranking of something, really it's about the ordinal categorical data. But if it's just different types of something, then it's nominal. Okay, thank you for watching the video.